Welcome everyone to this Cloud Solution Architect series. In this, we will talk about a very specific topic. So, we'll talk about something which we call as tech focus. Now, imagine that you will be involved as a cloud solution architect very early on in the sales cycle. So it is a semi technical, semi sales kind of role. But you are looked upon by other team members or customer as a technical resource who can do things technically. So you will be expected to either write code, deploy application, do the data analytics hands on. So it is a deep technical expertise which brings a lot of expectation from the people within your organization and outside of your organization. So you have to always keep that in mind. Now, as part of this thing, now as you know, that technology is a huge market today. There are many different services, many different offerings, many different companies doing things. So, what is the trend? Where we are heading? What are the right set of technology we need to focus on? It's very difficult for an individual to do a day-to-day work and also figure out things on his or her own. So there are a couple of ways by which you can get the summary of what is important for you. For me, I follow certain things like ThoughtWorks is a company who publishes Tech Radar every year. So they say what are the technology you need to keep focusing on, what are the technology which are now archived and no more in use, what are the technology which you can need to, let's say, keep monitoring even if not using today, right? Because they are going in the right direction. ThoughtWorks Technology Radar or Tech Radar, if you search with this term, you will get to know where they publish that. It's a PDF document, nice interactive document, also available in their website where you can browse and get to know more about it. Cloud Native Computing Foundation also does provide the technology radar, which essentially means that you can actually go ahead and get the information about what is coming up in the industry, especially for the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. That's being said, what you essentially get to know are the latest trending technology from one place only, and then be prepared for next action, course of action. If you need to try hands on, try hands on. If you need to read about it, read about it. You need to understand whether it fits into your proposed architecture, then propose it, try out, do a small short POC. That's second thing. But first thing, you need to know that they exist, right? That's why these are important. And when you, as a cloud solution architect, my recommendation and experience says that you do something which is very cloud native. That means it, irrespective of which where your application or the solution would go, you should design something which can land either in any cloud or in on-premises. So stay focused towards using and building your solution, bringing in cloud native solution. So cloud native can be a container based application. If you build a container based application deployment, it can be deployed anywhere. If you think about using telemetry, use the open telemetry, right? If you are planning to use something like a service mesh, use open service mesh. So those are like some of the examples. Then you also have something like on serverless, right? So and then event driven programming model. So all these things are available in the cloud native, also available in other formats which are very proprietary, very native to the provider you use, but they don't you work on other places. So that is something which you need to focus on to make your design sustainable for longer period of time and irrespective of where you want to deploy. Then the last thing, which is like what is common. So when you work in a multiple cloud on premises kind of scenario, When you design, you need to not only think about the cloud native, but also think about like what falls common across, right? So what are the intersection and common thing within that? So for example, if you are using a centralized identity management system within an organization, how you can leverage that identity management system across different applications, how the integration story really comes into play, how do you really make sure that you can integrate with even the application is deployed on premises from the cloud, right? So that's a common thing I'm talking about, like, because there will be hardly any application which is independent of its nature, but they need a lot more interaction with other application data, etc. Also needed to sometime expose the data to the outside world, even within an organization. So that's where your focus also should be very, very tight and solid, because that will ensure the success of your application. So with this, I want to end this talk on cloud solution architect tech focus. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much and have a great day.